Silas, you still feel a presence in here with you.
I use my
It's in the
eyes.
room.
Yeah, I spend a first level slot and use detect thoughts.
A voice comes through clearer.
There.
Ah, there, finally. Oh, jig's up, kid. You got me.
Yes, I did. Seems my associate's theory that the tank that he was found in is meant to replicate you
Yep.
in whatever is put in it.
Not quite. It's just supposed to be me in there. Him being thrown in there was a stupid idea, honestly. I don't know who the fuck did that, but here we are.
Someone who is likely fearful for their friend's death. And when you have cloning goop, as it seems like healing goop did the untrained eye.
Cloning goop is supposed to be for me and me only. It shouldn't work on anyone else.
Hmm. And that's interesting.
Yeah,
So,
maybe. For me, it's being stuck in some weird kid who doesn't know anything.
yes. Though, that is not why we're here. We're here to talk about Dominic.
Yes, him. Dominic, what do you want to know?
How is he here? It has been
Uh,
80 years since, well,
I'm,
since the last portrait I know of him was painted.
I'm his mum. I don't know.
It's completely
What sort of
unrelated.
squabble did you have?
Well, less a squabble and more. One day I wake up in this body of a small kid. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see souls, but I'm full of fucking holes because somebody has been taking piece and meal of me to make whatever the fuck.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Huh.
Don't know if you knew this. But I'm very valuable. I'm a very pricey soul.
Yes,
I've
I
been hit
do
with a
know
fucking
that.
hole punch. I look like a piece of cheese.
Well, humorous. I do understand your annoyance.
Look,
Still,
you like money. Kids still like money these days, right?
in a sense. Why do you ask?
You kill that Dominic fellow, there's 10k for you.
And how might I ask are you going to obtain it? As you said, you are a fractured soul in the body of a cobbler.
I still have a bank account. Do you think I'm an idiot?
How can you
Give you
access it?
details. I don't have to, you have to. That's the point of a bank account. Anyone can use
how
it.
how am I going to access it this far away from your home country?
That's your issue.
As
You
well,
look
how
like
do I
some
know
kind
that
of
those
rich
assets?
punts. I'm sure you can get someone to go take out for you.
Yes, I likely could. However, that is not of my concern. House Varanor is more than wealthy enough to for what I wish.
20k? 30k? He's seemingly judging a reaction from Silas.
Silas is going to be sitting stone faced. His stare has been directed towards the presence now.
Roll me a bluff, I suppose. Yeah, roll me a bluff. How do you keep your cool? You're not necessarily lying, but, like,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
has a price.
it's true. And Silas is good at hiding that because, admittedly, 30,000 gold is a pretty nice allowance for him at the moment, since he's at the school and he's not getting an allowance.
Okay, never mind.
It would give him many resources.
He keeps naming numbers, but seeing you just kind of sit there, I imagine a smug grin on your face, and he just eventually you get the feeling that he throws up his arms and goes, "Okay, fuck it. What do you want? Come on, there must be something."
I am I am looking for answers. I want to know more about this Dominic. I want to know why he has some connection to a witch who was burned 60 years ago. Who this Rebecca is, who Patty, Tam, Ralia, all of them are, and what ties do they have to Leodric?
I don't fucking know, kid.
Yes,
I
but I
just know what I've told you.
Hmm. Well, interesting.
Come on, I can give you tentacle arms. You wanna fly? I can get you wings.
I have no need for either of those. Psychic force is more than enough for extra reach. I can eventually learn to create floating discs of force energy to fly. Either way, I am likely not going to kill Dominique. As well, I may be unable to, as he does seem a fairly powerful necromancer,
You got friends.
and he has an army of undead.
Oh yeah,
An,
I need you
an
to kill
army
those as well, actually.
more platoon. I assume they're the ones that have your soul fragment, anyway.
Yes.
Yes. Also, it may not be of Dominique's doing
I don't know.
intentionally.
I really care if he's doing it on purpose or not. He's
I know you
still.
do not. You are.
Nah.
I have heard the stories of you, alchemist. You are very self-centered one.
That's not true. I can think of two other people.
Yes, to other people. That is still self-centered in the grand scheme of things. As
Mm,
well, though, we do not believe Dominic is doing this of his own accord. Something has corrupted him, and in turn is causing him to corrupt things. And that seems to be tied to you and your soul now, in some manner.
okay.
That, as well, on a slightly separate note, you and your unstable mutations are causing havoc on Leodric's body if they get released.
Speaking of Leodric, he enters back into the room. Oh,
Welcome
are you
back.
talking to someone?
I was talking to myself. I do that. On occasion, it helps me sort the information in my mind.
Oh. Yeah, I guess maybe I should start doing that. He
Maybe a
sits
good
down on the
idea,
bed.
actually. Hmm.
The
How long has it
alchemist,
been?
uh, considering the conversation, like maybe 10, 20 minutes.
All right.
It's not been that long.
Yeah, Aaron's still busy.
There's one
Okay.
final thing. However, Silas, you can't see him, though you could obviously feel the thoughts that he's thinking. You suddenly get this like unbridled wash of like cunning and hostility as he says, "All right, kid. You obviously have big dreams and whatever, but I have one last offer for you."
Hmm. Silas will just sort of nod very slowly.
Now, sure, little Humptus Dumptus over there in the fucking Jacob ward may have locked away most of the things, but there's still one thing I can do from Leodric, and I would suggest that you help me, or poor little baby boy over here is going to suffer a bit. What'd you say, baby?
I'm mentally debating
Okay.
if I want to do something because
Is it the thing?
what thing?
The thing that PM'd you about the other week?
Uh, I don't remember that.
I guess it's
Oh,
not
well,
that
yes.
thing.
Oh, that, and then there's also other things that I want to do because it's yeah, I remember now. But I didn't think that would help as much, but it probably would. Hmm. But no, Silas doesn't want to fall back on that right now.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking of something else.
IMOG.
You know what? I think I will do that.
I'm gonna punch him.
So, in a way,
No.
he's he's going to try and psychically punch him with a command spell.
Okay.
The command being, "Do not harm Leodric."
Doesn't command only like last a round?
It does, but it's more of a show of power.
That he's not entirely immune from. You're not
Yes,
entirely immune to Silas Garfield's
yes.
propaganda.
You're not you're not you're not out of my reach.
Unfortunately, it appears he is. As
Even
you
with
admit,
Sayer, damn it.
he is a high level character. He's
Yes, which
unfortunately
is
just hobbled by the fact that he's in the. He's kind of bodiless right now.
Mhm.
And an alchemist is kind of nothing but their body.
Still, I'm hoping that at the very least, despite him resisting this, he's seen that Mullen's not the only one who is able to sort of poke at him.
He obviously feels you do this and says, "Kid, you've made a powerful enemy this day. I hope you're aware."
Be your enemy, Silas says as tries to cast message now onto the spirit because he needs to be able to speak with him without Leodric hearing.
And you can do that.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm not trying to be your enemy. I'm trying to help you, and as well as gain information from you. You know this. I'm not attempting to. However, if you harm Leodric, there is much that will harm you back. at the moment, you are not in a good position. Your soul is fractured. Your body is locked inside Leodric. As well, you're being psychically backed by Marlin, among other things. If at all possible, I would gladly attempt to get you separated. But there is much to do here that we do not know.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Really? God damn it. It's the first time I didn't use self-assurance either, so
I mean,
that I have that can do with this.
do you have anything? Is a question.
Do I have anything?
Can
I
Silas
actually
save
do.
himself from being a bitch?
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna spend a hero point.
Okay.
To earn a hero point. So yeah, I'm gonna hero point to re-roll that.
Go for it.
And 19. Much, much better.
Silas, as not one of the first hero points, but I think the first hero point you've used.
Yes, it is.
How does it feel for Silas to tap into? Well, I suppose what does Silas tap into, if anything?
Silas's hero points actually come from his lineage. The psychic energies that transcend back through the Varinar bloodline, because he's not the only psychic in his family. There have been a fair number, it's just him and his father are the two most recent, and the first in a little while. So he's tapping back into their powers and drawing that psychic energy from the world and his lineage to attempt to change reality, as it were.
Silas, you open your mind to the power of your lineage frumming through you, and in it you see much that you've never seen before, even with your detect psychic significance, even with your detect thoughts. In fact, you see what looks like a very tiny figurine of Mullen standing inside the silhouette. She kind of gives a little wave. You're getting an aid for this. As you get the feeling that a hero point's been used on the alchemist by her in the past.
Oh, that would explain. Ah, that's how she sealed him.
Hey, if all else fails, use this thing that you can just kind of do.
Yeah, power into it.
As I imagine Silas, with his words, this just overwhelming wave of psychic energy almost threatens to dissipate him in this instant. He goes, "Fine, made yourself clear. I'm telling you, I
Thank
don't
you.
know jack shit."
Yes, I know, but you do seem to know something, and that may be of help. You especially seem to have some ties to Dominic, whether it be physically or psychically. I'm going to go back to talking to Leodric now. It's getting a bit awkward sitting here and whispering to you.
Leodric's just dum-de-dum.
Apologies for the silence, Leodric. I was still going through sorting my thoughts out. There's much to be done and to do. It's a shame that you do not know any about this, but
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to know. I don't know. Do I like to know?
uh,
When you
probably
said there's
not, I'll say.
necromancy, did you mention necromancy? I can't remember.
Not to Leodric.
Right, okay. That's what
I
happens.
Yeah, I only mentioned necromancy to the alchemist.
Leodric
So.
just kind of stares into his water. If I remember anything, I'll come tell you.
Thank you. That is appreciated. I'm sorry for troubling you with speculation, basically, on my end.
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't really have much else to do in here. It's. Have you ever went somewhere and just everything's different? It's a different time. It's a different place. It's a different people. It's a different language. I don't. He just
Yes,
kind of leans back.
I've not personally experienced, but I think I can empathize.
It sucks.
Hello,
Okay, what the fuck?
Aaron?
I'm opening the door. Okay, oh, hi Silas.
Hello. Yes.
That may make more sense. Theodric, are you psychic or something? What the fuck?
What? What?
Look, every time. Okay, this is the second time it happened. Didn't tell you about the first time, but this is the second time it's happening, and I'm actually like really curious about this. Um, like every like day or so, like a huge psychic wave comes out of you for some fucking reason. It makes the compass go
Aaron,
fucking batshit.
Aaron, I think I understand. It is not Leodric.
What?
It is not Leodric.
Oh, he just happens to be around massive psychic waves of energy every like
I will
day or
explain
so.
later. Please stop talking. You're distressing him.
No, it's. I mean, I'm more worried. Like, if I am psychic, isn't that magic? Wouldn't I blow up if I was doing psychic stuff?
Yes, which is why I'm saying that you're not, because as I am psychic, that is
Yeah.
why I've been doing what I have with you. So worry not. I think this has been enough for today, and a lot of excitement, which admittedly is probably good for your mind, but also bad for it.
Right,
Taking away the
because I'm
boredom,
gonna.
but overstimulating. I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to be taking Aaron with me.
So
Come.
you're
Let's-
good.
Yes, we
I'm
are
gonna go.
good.
I'm gonna go apologize to the nurse I just blew past on Rusty.
Yes, we can do that together.
Okay,
Let's
we
go.
should do that.
You
All
can't
right.
be running in here. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I know it's. Okay, fine. All right.
Have a good day, Leodric. Apologies for the disturbances at the very end of our meeting.
I. It's fine.
Seance.
Rest
All right.
well.
Yeah. See you later, Silas, Aaron.
Yep.
Yeah, Silas is going to quickly sort of power walk out the door and grabbing Aaron by the shoulder. Let's go.
I want explanations.
I will explain once we are away from there.
I'm so sorry. I won't happen again. I promise. Not really, but I really do. Bye. Bye, nurse. Bye.
God,
I know you say bye
Okay.
nurse, but I heard bye nerd.
I mean, it was kind of meant to be slurred.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's why is it that whenever you arrive on the scene, it always brings some powerful emotion for me. So, okay. Now that we are away from there and the nurse, I can say for certainty one thing.
What?
Leodric has the alchemist inside of him,
Like as in the proper noun?
as in the proper noun.
No.
As in, yes. As
Huh.
in also his soul. Not just his augments.
Well, okay. Well, that's not good.
No, it is not. Though it is slightly good.
No.
No, you misunderstand. I misspeak. It is slightly not as bad as it seems,
Okay, great.
but
How do
also
we help
bad in
him?
another sense.
Go on.
I have spoken with the alchemist,
Okay.
and he says that his soul is Swiss cheese, to use his metaphor.
I thought this was supposed to be good, stylist.
It is, in a way that we understand more now. It is not a. Many of the things that I'm going to tell you are not going to be good in the sense of that is pleasant for anyone involved.
Well,
Be-
go on. Stop being so
I-
fucking
I-
vague.
I am trying to, as I said, whenever you arrived, induced many emotions. But yes, okay. So the alchemist soul is in Leodric body, as well as
Okay.
his augments. The
Okay.
alchemist says that the cloning vat should not have done that.
Okay.
That he should have just grown a new body, and Leodric shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
All right.
So we have this. The alchemist also says his soul is Swiss cheese because, at the moment, Dominic is taking portions of it to create undead.
Oh,
Yes. Which
Erin
he
goes into her back pocket and she's still paying attention to you, but she's
Okay.
going into one of her back pockets and pulling something out.
Yes, because Silas isn't going to stop talking because she starts to. However, Mullen and I have gotten him to quiet down, as it were, and that is what the energies that you apparently felt. I am confused on that. How you felt that?
Erin holds up the compass and then also slides the wrench slightly out of her front pocket. These two go fucking crazy every time something like that happens.
Ah, yes, because I was drawing on the power of my psychic lineage in order
Right.
to. Yes.
This one likes psychic. This one is made of psychic. Puts it back in her pocket.
Yes. Okay. That explains it. You do. But yes, drawing on my family's psychic lineage, yes, Mullen apparently did something similar because I saw an apparition of her whenever I did so. Those connections only happen whenever something similar has been done. Whenever it comes to psychic energies.
What did you
Like
do?
attracts like. As said, I drew on the psychic energies of my lineage
Why? You just said you were talking
because
to
I
the
needed
alchemist.
more because I needed more power because he was threatening to hurt Leodric.
Why
And
would he do
Mullen,
that?
because he does not like being in the Leodric body and he wishes to murder Dominic.
Okay, let's go murder Dominic.
No,
Why?
because as we've stated earlier, Dominic may not be doing this on purpose.
Yeah,
Dominic may be cursed or
one of the
something like
most
that.
important people are being consumed. One of the most important people on this planet are being consumed by someone's ill fortune. We don't have time to explain that to people. Something
Except we
of
have
grave
time.
importance is being lost. Why? What?
Because
Okay, carry on. Don't not conversation for now.
so yes, Dominic is apparently somehow taking bits of the alchemist's soul to create the undead. Which
Okay.
he's apparently been doing this for months, as far as we can tell, correct?
Yes, that would make sense.
The alchemist was still incredibly powerful whenever I spoke to him.
Okay.
That is why I called upon my family's lineage and the psychic energies of my ancestors. That was a lot of energy.
Whoa.
I am still a little reeling,
I still
and
don't
the
quite
emotions are still
understand.
here. My family has a legacy of psychic powers. My father is psychic.
I
I
get
am
okay,
psychic
no, Alex, I get that. Why did you call upon it?
because I needed to in order to keep Theodric safe from the alchemist, as Mullen did.
Why was he being threatened?
Because I did not agree to his material offers to kill Dominic. That is what I said earlier.
Okay, glad we're at a piece of it. Got it. Okay,
Yes.
we're good.
Yes. I I was just there to ask him questions, and he began asking me that since I had apparently that the jig was up, that he wanted me to kill Dominic because I knew Dominic, or I knew of Dominic.
All right.
So we have a bit more of the pie here. However, the alchemist did not have any memory of anyone other than Dominic, and Leodric neither. Leodric seems to have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and something separate from the witch and their ties.
Okay. So they're unrelated.
Sort of. They're unrelated in the fact that the alchemist and Leodric didn't have any direct ties to them. However, I feel the alchemist and Dominic may have a connection, or at the very least, the alchemist may have a connection to the curse or something that is corrupting Dominic. Because how else would he be psychically or magically pulling the soul from the alchemist to create things if those two were not linked? If the
Right.
curse or corruption and the alchemist were not linked. Magic doesn't just pull. Magic pulls from the closest, not some big power that's relatively far away.
Yeah, okay. That's great. All right.
Let me
Why aren't we
think.
helping the alchemist again?
Because I can tell that he is a power-hungry, self-centered man.
Yeah.
And while he would reward us handsomely, and he offered me a vast sum of money, I will admit it was tempting. But I'm not just going to murder a random person that may or may not be doing this not of their own accord.
He's a black necromancer. Us giving him life was a privilege.
I I feel like you may be thinking that he is doing this on purpose, which I do not. Which is
I'm
why I disagree.
getting the theory that he is. Aaron holds
And
up the book.
if that is true, then I may go back to the alchemist, and I will likely have to accept his offer then, if he still offers it.
Because frankly, he's been a bit confused. Yes, he doesn't know where the big fucking meat colossus came from. Yes, but he has been looking for something. And he has been pretty fucking putting a lot of work in to actually try to find the soul remnant thing. And if he's practicing black necromancy, that means
Wait.
he's looking for a soul to bring back. And he also developed a spell, holds up the book with the spell on the page, second level spell, to scan entire fucking planes to find a specific soul
Interesting.
and find
Int.
closed portals. AKA, whoever he's looking for is still around and in the basement, and he doesn't know where, and he wants to go find them. And if they're dead,
Hmm.
bring them back.
I see. Huh.
And if he succeeds, this was written 2 weeks ago, as shown by the rather new ink, the alchemist is dead. Because
Ah.
I don't know what's going on, but it's gonna take a lot of fucking power.
Yes. Okay. So at the moment that we have basically two. Yes. The cause and effect is if he succeeds, the alchemist's soul will likely be shredded,
Yes.
and if he does not succeed, then the alchemist's soul will likely once the undead are destroyed, the alchemist's soul will be made whole again.
Yes. And we could put it back in a body that it belongs to. And by the way, uh, if plans and if that neither of those two plans work, we have a plan C, which is watch Leodric turn into a pile of sludge as he occupies both body and mind of a soul doesn't go to that body and will melt, as according to the previous rules of body, mind, and soul established in one of the research papers.
Yes. Yes. That is very clear, as Molin's seal has proven that is why that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
And the only thing, if I'm correct, the only thing keeping that from happening before was the tank.
The fact that he was unconscious, yes, in hibernation. So if
So yes, which means we are responsible for Leodric's life.
yeah, so we can either save a black necromancer and let him do his thing
There is
and
a clear.
kill not only the alchemist but Leodric, because Leodric will not live in that body for very long.
Then there is obviously a third option.
What?
The alchemist's soul is tied to the undead, not to Dominic.
Correct.
Meaning, if we are able to stop Dominic from creating undead and find another way of performing his ritual, then both will live.
That okay, timeout. Let me get that straight. You're suggesting that we not only go to Dominic, help him succeed, kill all of his undead and not make him very angry, but also convince him maybe not to bring back this thing he's been working for like 6 fucking years on, and just say, well, yeah, let's just trust these random strangers to actually solve this issue for you, and we can go on and live a happy life wherever the fuck you want. And also, let the alchemist continue doing that because he's not going to let Dominic live. I know the alchemist. He's the fucking leader of my country. He would murder the fuck out of him the first chance he gets. And also, he's going to hate that plan.
Oh yes, oh yes. I have a feeling that he would. Yes.
I hate that plan. It's not going to work. It's going to have to revolve us convincing two very powerful people who are very opinionated.
Well, we know one of them is very opinionated.
I'm going to put a pin in this for now because, well, no offense, but with just the two of you, argument's not really going to go anywhere.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Aaron and Silas are walking and talking.
Yeah, it's walking and arguing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as I move tokens, Ash, you've obviously been warned of something. Torin?
Yeah, I guess I have to go talk to some Fey Knight or whatever.
Lilian is meanwhile talking to you over wind whispers. I mean, I never said go necessarily deal with it, just be careful.
Thank you. And Ash is just gonna go see what's up.
Would Ash be in the dorm or just like coming back?
Oh no, Ash would have to come back because Ash has been, out talking to people.
In which case, Ash, after your, which we'll get back to at some point, but taking a break from your talking to people, there is Oh, yeah, the way I'm pretty much described it in one. It's some kind of fey night. We're standing in front of your dorm, staring at the left-hand corner. A very large sword kind of held in a downwards grip, kind of like resting against the floor, pointed down. We're just staring at the dorm.
Ash is going to speak to it in Elven. Can we help you at all?
Does it know Elven? It just looks to you, but doesn't reply. Tilts its head,
Do you speak Elven?
continues to stare.
Where the f is Ippos?
What other languages does Ash know?
Probably not anything useful. Common, Celestial, Dwarven, Elven, Draconic, and Ignan are their languages.
Oh, actually, we would know Celestial if you ever give that a try.
Yeah, probably.
It gives you a look over. Ah, the Heaven Tongue.
Oh, you speak Celestial. Excellent. Who are you? What do you want? Why are you staring at what is basically our house?
Your house. It is sick. Do you feed it well?
Excuse me?
It points a very thin, gnarly looking wooden finger at. It's pretty sure that's where the basement would be. Its tummy hurts.
Oh, you're concerned about that. Yeah, we are doing the best we can with it. Um, I'll have a talk with the person in charge of taking care of that. But thank you for your concern. But unless you need something, I'm going to have to ask you to go about on some other business. You're kind of disturbing the people who live here.
Oh, my apologies. I hope your house gets better soon.
By the
As
way,
it
before you go, where do you come from?
the world before yours. A step back, a step forward.
I don't know what answer I was expecting, but it clearly wasn't that one.
Have you seen the little one?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you seen the little one?
The little one.
Ignore my brother shouting in the background. Yes.
Please describe this little one.
It hunches down, bringing a hand like maybe, I think it was like a foot or two off the ground. She is small.
Another Fae like yourself?
Yes.
Um,
The Duchess of Daisies.
I think I heard Ippos say something about that.
She's late for tea.
I do not know where she currently is. If I see her, I will tell her to go to her appointment for tea.
Thank you. Tell her. Carbalash does not like to wait.
Right.
The quite large figure sheaves her sword and walks this way. In the distance, Ash can see it stare it between ways and ask other people, is it probably the same thing I asked you?
Ash is just gonna, hop in the dorm, go find Lillian, and explain.
Ash, can you roll me a knowledge nature?
That's a good question. Can I?
I mean, if not, can Prismilde maybe?
Do you have knowledge nature? You do, actually.
Whack.
No.
I mean,
I have no idea what kind of Fae that was.
they looked important. Prismilde kind of just like looks idly at their harp. Strange person. I guess if they are all like that, I mean, it would explain Epos.
Yes, but he was very much more stilted, organized. I'm used to Fae spirits being described more as, you know, playful, doing anything and everything on a whim.
Hmm. I don't go there. Strum.
Lillian!
You can head upstairs where Liliane has very pointedly been watching from the window. Scone?
Looking for another Fae about this high Duchess of Daisies needs to be told to go to her tea time appointment. And he said to tell her Carvalash does not like to be kept waiting.
I really hope nobody pisses him off. Them off.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm slightly concerned about.
That is a very powerful fate. I'm not sure why it's even here. We don't tend to leave the first world.
I don't know. I'm just hoping that wherever this Duchess of Daisies is, it's not in the freaking dungeon.
Uh, why would that particularly be an issue, pray tell?
Because the chances of running
Ah.
into anything you're actually looking for in the dungeon are slim.
I suppose if that was they did not want to be found, that is probably one of the places that they would go.
Right. I need to go talk to the staff about this. Not staff, people who
Yeah,
the teachers. Gonna go talk to
yeah.
teachers.
You know, I'm gonna come with you. This feels like a better idea. I don't want to be here in case it decides the house needs to be, I don't know, emergency surgery or something.
Yeah, but he apparently doesn't like what the icebox Aaron made in the basement, I'm guessing.
Oh, I mean, didn't the other they also have an issue with it?
Probably. I don't blame them.
Can't say if I anything myself down there, but first time for everything. Let's go then. As you can find an adult.
Yes, I am going to go try and find some relevant faculty.
Congratulations, Ash. You can help facilitate a evacuation quotation marks of around the person as whisper messages are quickly sent out. The more, you know, idiotic students are kept at bay while this figure wanders around looking for Berelia, who, as far as anyone's aware, has nowhere to be seen.
Oh, freaking lovely.
It's a busy day. Speaking of busy day, Wolf, Epos.
Yes.
My friend.
The spiders thankfully do not seem to have left the cave.
Stupid stinky spiders.
You mean I don't get to go spider punting?
I mean, you could always go back. There's nothing really stopping you after having left the cave to go back in.
There is the fact I need to drag Hippo's butt back.
You really don't. It was fine here.
Does Wolf want to go spend some time with Smash Spiders?
Actually, I mean, then it's actually really Wolf doesn't care also what Ippos does at this point. Like Ippos is here.
But you've
Let's just
found
say
Ipos, you've done your job.
Keep Epos safe.
Keeping him
Taking my
safe
job
was not part of the job.
Ippos. I found Ippos.
And if Wolf wants to go clear away spiders, I'll tell you now, there's not really much of a threat we can pose to you. They don't have any venom.
I don't really feel like Wolf would
Yeah, I mean,
go out of his way
Fair
to do
enough.
it.
Ipos is not starting a fight with the spiders. He's just going to sort of sit down outside the cave and compare bird with centipede.
I'm fairly sure the centipede won't stay that long because doesn't he want to go back to the school?
Oh, he totally would do. And he's welcome to.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
the centipede is going as well.
Yeah, but quick show and tell.
And Jordan will give it a view. Look, are you not coming back? Are you staying here?
I'm coming back.
Ipos stay.
Why?
Ipos wait for Big Man and Wolf to come back and talk.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Jordan leaves.
I will escort Uridan back.
Battle of consciences, and his conscience said, fuck that.
Have fun. Yeah,
I'm an evil character, I
Ipos,
don't have to care about this.
Ipos is not trying to convince him to go. Like I whispered you before, Ipos is basically
Yeah.
sending him on his way. He wasn't expecting Jordan to stick around.
He's not evil. What?
To
So-
escort Uridan back and then immediately let everyone know where Ippos has gone.
I mean, Jordan will offer to do that for you, as he's gonna probably call upon a horse. Or I guess he's a dwarf, he'll call upon a pony. Unless you also want pony.
But you might as well just summon a horse.
True.
And to be
As you could return to campus 2 hours early. Which, I think for now, that's where we're going to leave off. Mostly because I don't want to go too far ahead for Rose. But also because a lot has
Guys,
happened. I imagine people might want to think.
Epos has gone to the cave.
Sideline, did you speak? Where?
No, I was going to.
Oh, okay, no, it's just because
What?
your
He was
thing lit up
yelling.
green. Right.
What? And you left him there?
I had to escort back.
Oh my god,
Oh,
he's gonna
wonderful.
die!
Oh, good, wonderful.
Is your
Jordan,
Wait, we're
Jordan,
trying.
please go see what's her face? Out of character, I forgot her name.
but describe dwarf?
Emma or Ellen.
Oh,
Jordan, go see Ellen, please. She has been very worried about you. I'm
I'm
glad that
gonna
find you.
thanks, I guess.
Where
Yeah,
the
the
hell
what?
were you?
Look, there are no hard feelings for the Princeton incident, okay?
I
I
mean, it's
hope.
more. I'm not entirely sure how your gestures to both. Like,
Ah.
is all your big thing then?
In a way, they're
Mm.
they're my compatriots. I shared with them that what Ellen shared with me, that you disappeared that night. So we have been on the search for you as well.
Oh. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go tell Ellen I'm back. I imagine you want to hear what happened to me. Wait, I need to shower.
Take your time and recover. Yes.
Oh,
Then
piece
yes.
of
So
asshole.
let's add kidnapping to the list of the guy's credences. Sure, making this unintentionalness seem very intentional.
Again, we do not know the whole story.
It went out there to
That is all
apparent.
That is all I'm looking for.
Ippo said he went out there to go and speak to the wolves, who aren't there.
Oh, God's above.
Mm.
Nope.
This is gonna be nice.
Also, a whole bunch of the wolves have had their eyes torn out and replaced with like these rock thingy with runes. Wolf shows
Wait,
like
what?
Hmm.
Aaron's gonna take the portrait and look at it and kind of. Does this sound like a I don't know, a construct augment or like wondrous item addition for like someone who would be blind?
Roman Arcana.
If it's a wondrous item, can I roll engineering?
Ooh.
apparently Wolf gives to Aaron a vial of that goop.
I
the fuck is
completely
this?
forgot that I gathered it.
It's named Kool-Aid.
This in the basement near Jordan.
Aaron uncorks and gives it a sniff. Does it smell identical or roughly the same?
Yeah, it's that strange, like, syrupy smell.
My God.
I think Ippo said they're like big vat things.
Oh my God. I was even closer on the money than I thought. Yeah, he's totally trying to bring someone back.
Perhaps he's trying to bring the alchemist back.
But why would he be ripping him apart if he was doing that?
Because he had locked on to the soul accidentally, or the corruption tied them together. And so now he is unintentionally destroying the thing he is attempting to bring back, in some strange irony that I'm certain some god out there would have great joy in.
I mean, I have great joy in that irony, but I don't think that's what's happening.
Potentially no. However, we know that there are some ties between the two. And as said, I wanted to know the full story before we just went out there and murdered somebody.
He's looking for someone
someone-
not an alchemist. He's looking for someone named shit. What was the fucking name? Aaron opens up the journal again and starts flipping through it. No. Wasn't on purpose. Doesn't make sense. It was not. I can't light the pieces. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know that he's tearing apart the alchemist, but he is trying to bring someone back. And I can't find the fucking name.
It's in the second one. It's Ralia.
Ralia.
Ralia. He's trying to bring back Ralia. He's looking for Ralia's soul with this spell, and he's using whatever this fucking magic he's getting for somewhere. He doesn't actually know where, which is the alchemist, and he's trying to bring back Ralia, which he just probably succeeded. Why he's probably not freaking out and trying to steal back this book.
Potentially, yes.
And you're casual about this?
Yes. This is all quite exciting, but
What time of day is it, J-Mac?
Well, sorry.
What time is it?
It's been a while into this day. It's probably like late afternoon at this point.
Yeah, I think it was a 4 hour journey to get there, so 4 hours there, 4 hours back.
A little bit faster because horseback.
Still at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
Also, I think Alchemist gets back to cave in like 2 hours.
Fuck.
If Ippo's still there.
He has one of these vats, right?
I didn't see, but I guess that's where Ippo's got it from.
Okay. Okay.
Ippo was already leaving when I got there. Well, I say leaving. Coming out from really, really deep.
Okay. Silas, this is terribly exciting for you, yes, but last time I checked, I'm from Free Air, and I'm mildly patriotic here. I'm not going to just sit by and let the leader of my nation die.
and I'm not
So,
asking you to. I'm asking you to at least let us get the full story first.
Ash, you're
okay,
probably also
great.
not out of character. He's not actually the leader of the thing. He's just like the most well-known person from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to be fair, it's a republic, so
I mean, okay, yeah, fair.
he's
He's
kind
a
of like
vet-
the
I
most
mean-
important person by like the fact that he's like on Parliament and he's like the most important guy on Parliament or something like that. It's kind of ruled by committee. I don't know. Okay, look, yeah, he's not my actual government. Yeah, it's still fucking important.
Yes,
Look,
I understand that.
this guy's been lost for fucking years.
As far as I know of the politics of your country, him actually not being there hasn't changed a ton because he has gone into reclusive silences and stuff in the past.
Yeah, I know that, but it's still okay. Look at it. Think of it this way: our school doesn't have the headmaster, and it's kind of drifting on just fine, but it doesn't mean it's taking any, go get him attitude.
Again, as I said, I'm not saying that we aren't going to be dealing with this. I just want the full story before we go out and murder someone because when someone dies, they are dead. We cannot bring them back.
Fine. All right. Whatever. We'll
It's a
punch it
bit of a
out of him.
permanent end.
Still, we need to get rid of all the undead because apparently those are fragmentary
Yes.
pieces of the souls. He's finding onyxes that he doesn't actually understand where he's getting them because it doesn't make any sense why they would be there. So that means those are the little pieces and chunks. By the way, Erin pulls out that bag that she got out a while ago and dumps out all the onyx dust that she collected. That should dissipate a bit.
The floor.
Either way, yes. Yes, the undead at the very least must go.
Secondly, are you capable of casting second ring spells? No?
No, I do not have that power.
Damn it. Okay, well, I have an idea. Ooh, shit. Oh, fuck. We need to also find Ash because may have made that pearl of power out of the alchemist. Oh dear.
Speaking of Ash, Aaron, in the distance, you see Bella like jogging towards you.
Oh, hi.
I don't even breathe that much, but Aaron, you're quite a hard person to catch.
I'm glowing red. How did you lose me?
It's more that you're fast than it is hard to see.
Why have you been chasing me?
Yeah, I got to the library and then you like whooshed somewhere. Then I had to find you again.
I'm
And well, I noticed you here because gestures at Silas Wolf.
and okay, hi. Yeah, sorry.
Hey,
Been bit busy.
uh, Ash said you needed help with something necromancy related.
Oh my god. I could have used you like 20 minutes ago. Um yeah. Do you know really easy ways to either kill a fuck ton of undead or locate a soul?
Holy water for killing undead. I mean, undead die like. It's been hours. No. Undead die like a lot of things, beyond the fact the innate resistances they have, like skeletons to cold, and such like that. They, anything that could kill a lot of anything typically work against undead, except obviously poison. Looking a soul.
Yeah.
I mean, there typically isn't a need to, unless I guess if someone was in a soul gem, there's probably some specific spell for doing that. But in most cases, souls pass to the great beyond or such.
Okay. Third question: if there was a fuck ton of undead, so to say, how would I make sure that I knew I got every single one of them?
I mean, I don't know necessarily that you could, other than finding their creator and asking them how many they made, and checking it against that.
Okay.
Because of course there's the issue that if a necromancer creates above their limit, they don't necessarily know if their creations are destroyed later. If they're bound to them as many choose to do, they'll know when it dies and such, as they feel their ability to connect to more dead creatures increases. But I'm considering you said fuck ton, I'm assuming like more than 10, 12-ish.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Also, what does this mean to you? Theorem? Jorhas's theorem?
But your token's on this map somewhere, right? Okay, actually I have to open your character sheet. Also, I guess if anyone else here has knowledge planes, you can roll it. Mostly looking at you, Big B. Oh, Bella also does not have that apparently. Oops.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. There we go.
She got the limit. Oh. Silas to the rescue at least. Hold on, I have to find it. Where is it? My notepad. Ah, here it is. Silas, you vaguely recognize Jorhas Firm, actually from your conversations with Arstufa on the mentions of dreaming and how that, functions. The Jorhas Firm is basically the theorem that dimensional membranes will naturally exclude magic which isn't theirs from attempting to cross it, which is why usually divinations don't work across them and other such things. So only something that is kind of related to that plane will pass by. It's also why creatures who usually, are banished from the plane often tend to return to their home plane rather than anywhere random. It's almost as if it follows like a path of least resistance sort of thing.
Right, yes, okay. Ah, I see. It's sort of the magical equivalent of a path of least resistance, like water flowing down a stream. It'll naturally follow the cracks in the stone, compared to flowing over or through the stone.
This is not the way
M-
that
Matt,
he meant to be. Is it possible that he could use this if he has fragments of a soul,
yes,
parts and pieces? Could he attempt to just shunt individual pieces through the planar barrier and watch where they fall to see where it would be?
yes, that is exactly what the theorem says. Because, like a summoned creature, when a summoned creature is destroyed on whatever plane it was summoned on, it returns to its home plane and not some random plane in the multiverse or in the planar bounds.
So he has to have a part of this girl to actually be able to recognize where
Yes,
the part is falling and recognize what plane they're on, and it's locating a portal.
yes, it is. It is like capturing a baby mouse and releasing it to find the nest.
Okay.
People do that with mice.
I think they do it more with like rabbits and stuff or other pest things. So I thought mice just came to my head. But I mean, it
Sure.
makes sense. Or following an ant back to its nest is probably a better one. You separate an ant off and then follow it back to its nest.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay. Either way. Um that means whoever he's trying to bring back is he's got parts, and if he gets the whole, then he's basically ready to go.
That's what she said?
Uh uh not really good phrasing when we're talking about a necromancer bringing back some girl, but
What?
uh
Oh.
yeah.
Someone else went mad and gone, I will resurrect my love. For the
I don't
hey,
power of
know if it's
necromancy.
love,
we don't
but
know. We don't know the motivations.
yeah, that's a you know what? I can't even sum this up to you. I'm sorry. If you have any suggestions for killing a lot of undead really quickly, I'll take your advice.
I mean,
I mean, unless you
fire.
want to get embroiled in this mess.
Uh, I mean, if
because
you need undead killed, I could help with that.
I do need a lot of undead killed.
Unless you need undead identified and such, then well,
There's this
I mean,
giant walking meat puppet worth of a thing that's covered in skin and
necrocraft.
flesh. I'll assume yes.
I mean, there's a lot of things it could be. It could be a proper golem. It could be,
It's not a golem.
I don't know, just a bunch of zombies slapped together improperly.
I've seen a flesh golem. It's not a golem.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Yeah, it was.
Is this what Alana's been, you know,
Yes.
not
Yes.
around for?
Yes.
I have, I'll just ask her when she shows up again.
That
That's
sounds like
probably
a
the easier
plan.
way.
Yeah, do that. Okay. Why? I need to talk to Mom.
That's okay.
I told you to go talk
Good
to
seg-
her. I told you to.
Congratulations on your revelation of your family, of your familial ties.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, congratulations on realizing your revelation on familia ties and releasing like a psychic wave the size of God, I don't know, probably the small countryside.
That was nowhere near as powerful as you say. I focused that very well.
Yeah, not well enough. I saw it from the other side of campus.
Well, yes, because there's naturally going to be shockwaves. Either way. Go.
They come. God damn it.
My only regret is Ipos won't be there to see her and talk to her mom. Damn it, Wolf, why couldn't you have just dragged him back?
Out of character. Why is that like the natural progression you went along? Sideline.
Oh, she's also from Free Air. She knows a lot more about magic than Aaron does. She's a very, very talented magic item user, if not creator. And she wants advice and knowledge about how to actually use this spell to locate a person, and also if there are ways that I could get information. Also, Erin's stressed the fuck out, and she is pretty close to freaking out more, and so she's trying to find a
Again.
place of comfort, and so she's trying to figure out. She needs an opinion essentially that isn't Silas.
Oh.
And her usual opinion buddy has abandoned her and buggered off to a cave.
Yeah, because he doesn't care about her.
Too right, she doesn't care about him. He didn't come and look for him.
I
He had to make
I was
do with
concerned.
the meat boy.
I was the first one who noticed.
That's not true.
You still didn't come back and look.
Technically, it's Ash who noticed. Or, no, I guess it's Ash was the one who realized that you didn't just leave him in the forest. This is going to be an interesting thing to write back to Rose about.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot happened.
Yeah.
No regrets.